are there not more, why is there not like hundreds and hundreds of liturgical and worship albums that are coming up from particular places? I don't understand, to be honest. I'd love your thought on that. And then for you, like as a songwriter and as you're thinking and praying about lyrics, talk to us a little bit about that. I don't know. Maybe the metaphors aren't helpful between kind of the vertical relationship with God and the like horizontal relationship with others and the land and our everyday experience. But so that's kind of a two-part question. Why is it so rare, do you think? And then what's it like for you? And like, is that intentional?
Right. I've been thinking about that question. I think part of why it might be rare is that we, as humans, we have a longing for transcendence, and times of worship can be, at their best, transcending, where we come into the presence of God in a different sort of way, where we together or alone, and so there can be a tendency just to seek that transcendence, and that could be part of why we don't sing as much about the human community or each other, our own relationships, but to love God who we can't see, how do we do that? And in the Gospels, Jesus says, well, this is what you do. You love God with your whole heart, soul, strength, and mind, and you love your neighbor as yourself. And so, one of the ways we love God is to love each other. And it's to see the image of God in each other, to see the face of Jesus in each other. And in that way, we should be singing songs that help us to see that and understand that. I think through all of history in the church, songs have played a role of like a catechism. They not only is it a way of honoring God, but it helps, they form who we are. Theologically, they form us for good or for bad. So I'm seeking to write like this kind of new catechism, or not new, just
yes.
one that comes to loving God, loving neighbor, and really learning how to be in loving relationship with the whole of creation. And as as a world, we face what it looks like to steward the world in our time. I think that's a deep part of our Christian calling, and so yeah. But in terms of the vertical and horizontal, I think it's easy to go into a service and be transported, but not really be challenged about how we need to change. And so we don't tend to like to put the magnifying glass back on us. So I've been seeking ways to be changed personally, and then and as a community, that longing for something that hasn't dawned yet. The forward movement, dynamic.
I was thinking about this last week. One of the I don't think that this would be controversial at all. One of the hallmarks of the Christian faith is enemy love, not just loving God and neighbor or family, but enemy love is like one of the actual hallmarks of the faith. And of course, it's really hard. I'm sure this exists, but I was thinking the other day, I cannot think of like a worship song, liturgical song, anything that would like even gently like remind us